Well, after giving up on our long-haul flights, or flying anywhere in fact, now we've decided it was about time to see a little bit more of our own country. Plus we reckon it's better for the environment than jetting or sailing around the world. Taking our caravan to Dorset, our favourite county, is always a pleasure, and this site is a perfect base for exploring the countryside and the coastline. And even better, on this site we can leave the car behind, as a convenient bus service actually enters the site to pick up the passengers. The number 35 bus follows the route to Wareham, Corfe Castle and finally to Swanage. In Wareham you can pick up another bus to go on to Poole. Each Saturday a vibrant market takes place just beside the quay. A large selection of fresh fruit and vegetables take up most of the stalls, but you need to get there early if you want to avoid the crowds, especially in the peak season. Their system is a bit quaint. You just have to pick up a basket somewhere from where you can find one and start to shop. To pay, you form a long but orderly queue, zigzagging your way down to the front. Before you know it, you're called forward to one of the many tills. It's all very quick and efficient. Wareham itself is a pretty riverside town. It's where the rivers Froom and Piddle meet. The quay is also a pleasant place to have lunch in the local pub, or just sit on a bench and watch the activities. Now come on, who doesn't enjoy a ride on a steam train? From the site we caught the bus to Swanage, but got off at Northern Park Station, just outside of Corfe Castle. And it's here where the Swanage Railway runs trips on a steam train to the coast. But while waiting for the next train, we visited the Purbeck Mining Museum. It's right beside the railway station. It's an independent museum run entirely by volunteers and relies on donations for entry. Inside you soon get the atmosphere of what it was like to be underground all those years ago. Brian, an original miner who started work here at the age of 17, was eager to show us around. He showed us all the kit and caboodle needed before going underground, including his first helmet.
Oh yeah, fits, yeah, I haven't got no hair now. Yeah, I got.
Your original helmet?
Yeah.
In the 60s?
64.
And what age did you go down the mine?
17.
We were free just to wander around on your own, but Brian was always there to answer any questions and explain the workings of the mine.
When you went underground, you put your disc across to say you was underground, and when you came back up at night time, you put it back across to say you was up.
No electronics?
No.
No.
And also the other thing was, if you wanted anything sent down, you had one of them underground and one up here. No electric or anything, but if you wound the handle about 6 times, it produced enough juice in the wire to speak to somebody up above. Yeah.
If you're steady on your feet, you can walk down the steep track down to the mine itself. It's always a delight to come across such an interesting place to visit, and Purbeck Ball Clay Mine is one of them. Now imagine yourself back in the 40s or 50s. This railway station at Northern Park takes you right back in time with its restored buildings and old signs, etc. A small cafe is open for tea and snacks while waiting for the next train. It's a 5.5 mile trip along the line from Northern Park Station through Corfe Castle and down to the Victorian seaside town of Swanage. What a great way to travel. The busy station at the end of the line, Swanage, is right in the heart of the town. In fact, when I asked a local, how far is it to the seafront from here, he replied, just keep walking straight ahead until your feet get wet. Obviously that's Dorset humour. He was right though, only a 10-minute walk and we were right there in the throng of the action. School holidays meant it was, of course, a bit crowded. For us, it was just nice to grab a deck chair, have some chips and unwind. Just one more thing to do. Pay a quick visit to Monkeywood Rescue Centre near Wareham. I thought the layout of the centre was quite impressive, as it had plenty of natural habitat for the primates to hide themselves in the trees, far enough away from visitors not to stress them. The rescue centre has assisted governments around the world to stop the smuggling of primates from the wild, or the ones that suffered abuse in captivity. I thought they seemed very happy, well looked after and content.
One more day, we're homeward bound tomorrow, Johnny.
Why Dorset, you say? Well, it's not too far from home, and there's plenty to keep you busy in this part of the West Country.
Rock and